Welcome to Fast Effect Double Speed Magic the Gathering from ELD's Time Vault Games Discord, as we are playing over webcam during this shutdown, having some fun at a distance. And you can actually join us too. You can check out the link in the description. We are playing Legacy every Wednesday and Friday, 7 p.m. Eastern. And it is a lot of fun. We're giving out a lot of promos, I am not going to lie. We are, of course, giving out 100% entry feedback as credit, but we're also loading up on promos in between rounds. And when we've got, 8 to 10, 12 people, almost everybody's getting promos a lot of the time, which adds up nicely. There's a bunch of great cards in the promo pool. We've got a video showing the packs being opened on the channel. We've got a couple of Lotus Petals here into a Lion's Eye Diamond. That basic island from Drew likely... it's a little bit of an indicator. The most likely scenario here probably is Merfolk to have a turn 1 island go. After that, I'd say Show and Tell, where they've got like the Ancient Tomb for a turn 2 Show and Tell. There's just not a ton of decks that are going to go turn 1 island go with a keepable 7. We've got a Burning Wish here. LED about to be cracked in response in order to try and jam and empty the Warren, so that would be 10 total goblins, which should be enough to beat Merfolk. Now, if Drew is on Storm, it might be better to go with a draw 7 here with the Echo of Aeons, but instead it's going to be a Force of Will stopping the Burning Wish, and that is pretty graphic. A Silvergill Adept revealing True Name Nemesis, and the clock has been set. A card card drawn for Drew, and now a True Name coming down. Probably at its worst in this matchup. It's the 3 mana, 3 power creature, which is nothing to write home about, but as it turns out, it's going to be more than enough here, as 8 damage coming across. One more shot across the bow will do it, as Merfolk quickly takes game number 1, Force of Will stopping the game winner of a Burning Wish. Wouldn't necessarily have been a game winner there. Would have been at 10 goblins. I'd have to map that out. It's pretty close. You get across for 9, and then 8, and then 3 more, 6. Yeah, it's probably lethal there, but it's pretty close. If you had a different setup of blockers, it does get a little dicey. And of course, there's no life gain in Merfolk there, no real way to stabilize aside from getting bodies in front. Not like you've got a Batterskull that you can plop down. Batterskull math is actually pretty important for playing Belcher. You got to be prepared to figure out those lines. Might be more important for Storm, really, because I guess Belcher, you just do it anyways and hope they don't have the Belcher. You're pretty much just pot committed every single hand that you draw. You're not going to drag things out into the deep end and outplay somebody and then play a Tendrils for your last card in hand and just get them. Not really a possibility here. We're going for the throat, and that is what Belcher does. I actually played around with the build prior to the start of the tournament, trying out Dark Rituals and Mox Opals for a little bit of gold fishing, and it was underwhelming. There were definitely plenty of really sick hands, but they started to emerge a subset of hands which were really hindered by the mana issues for colors. In order to support that, you actually run a Bayou in the main, which is something we used to do in Vintage back in the day quite a lot. It's not nearly as big as a liability as one might think, and I might actually try it out in the sideboard if I continue to play Belcher. Echo of Aeons, shuffling and drawing 7 with a couple of Chrome Moxes in play, and Belcher got to be favored here. Drawing 7, getting rid of an opening hand for Drew. This is all on the play, so getting rid of a solid 7 for a random 7, always going to be welcome. A Lotus Petal goes uncontested. Now a Desperate Ritual for 3 mana and 5 mana now with Seething Song for a Goblin Charbelcher. And if Drew hasn't drawn into some type of force, but he has, Frowntown, Population, Belcher, as a Force of Will pitching Thassa's Oracle, kind of hinting at what may be to come. A Chalice at 0. So Force and Chalice. That is a pretty solid hand versus Belcher. Lord of Atlantis coming down. And now Land Grant gonna look to get this Tinderwall down without sacrificing the Lotus Petal. Be able to untap with 6 mana potentially. And that also enables this Veil of Summer pretty nicely. Oh, but Wasteland takes out the Taiga. That's so odd when that actually works. We've got a Thassa's Oracle coming down. That's going to allow Drew to essentially scry 4. Kind of. He gets to keep one of those cards on top. So he digs and he finds something he's looking for. That is a lot of blue mana symbols just on 2 cards. Thassa's Oracle actually pulling together the combo. For those that are familiar, you know what may be coming. Tinderwall soaks up 1 attack from a Lord of Atlantis. Sticking around. Sends again. Tinderwall blocks. And this time is going to be sacrificed to take down the Lord of Atlantis. Really cutting back on the clock. So instead of 2 damage a turn coming across, now it's only 1 damage. And also getting out of range of a second Lord. Once a second Lord hit, there really wouldn't be much in the way of quality blocks, as 6 damage would come across each turn. Belcher really just needs a chance to reload here. Paradigm Shift. Talk about getting rid of the chance to reload here. So the only reason Drew's going to be going for this is going to be because the game is in the bag. Paradigm Shift, exiling the library, putting those 3 cards back, and looks like a Thassa's Oracle. No, a Phantasmal Image to copy the Thassa's Oracle. That card does so much work in this deck. Can also copy True Name Nemesis with no drawback, which is really nice, as you're never going to target it once it has protection. And here, just a Veil of Summer being fired off just for lulz. But Drew's got the Force of Will for that as well, so can't even draw the extra card. And that is going to do it, as Thassa's Oracle coming down, or Phantasmal Image coming down as a Thassa's Oracle, taking out the game in style. That is all for this one, but don't worry, there is a lot more. You can check out our older videos, and we're always putting out new videos from ELD's Time Vault Games in Bellingham, Massachusetts. If you want to help the channel, of course, you can like, subscribe, share, tap that notification bell so you can know the next time our new videos come out. Thanks for watching.